Hello YouTube. Today's topic is really about the reality. It's so great that many follow the same pattern. Denial and isolation, anger, bargaining, trolling, reverse psychology, depression, and acceptance. Out of this, they either blame God and turn to the dark side, or humble themselves and start over. Asteroids are fake, guys. We don't have a single shred of evidence. How do you know the distance that they tell you and what you can see? Nothing is out there but stars, one moon, and the sun. Nothing is billions of years old. Evolution is fake. Anytime you hear a number that is beyond calculation, no matter what the subject is, it is not measurable. This is how they prey on us. It's a Masonic law, if you will. Step up, whoever is telling you the lie, and debunk them right now. Remember to just use those 5 steps just mentioned. Learning the truth and breaking an old habit can literally cause chaos, as what the human being thought they knew is destroyed. So let's begin the reality. You will see that the CIA takes full credit and created the word conspiracy theory and the tinfoil hat scenario. It's to spin you like a donut hole on a fake spinning ball, always twisting and turning you like a Masonic pretzel. It's what the parasites do best, always in secrecy and always promoting filth. Santa Claus is fake. The Easter Bunny is fake. Rainbows are real. Do you know how? Well, Google Bowen Bible. In order to create a rainbow, you literally need an outside mirror and, of course, water. And where does the mirror come from? Outside. Well, obviously the dough. Try making a rainbow indoors. Unless we've got a mirror, it does not work. The same is true with holograms. And if you actually go to Genesis 9:13 KJV, watch how much the Bible really knows about everything. Next time, tell your egotistical MIT astrophysics neighbor, shh. Dinosaurs are fake. Cavemen are fake. Adam and Eve were the firstborn. It's 2016. That's how you know. Stick with reality, guys. Earth life and this place is roughly 7,016 years old. The giants were real and lived before the flood of Noah. The Garden of Eden is real. The Old Testament is real. The New Testament is real. The Book of Moses is real. The Book of Enoch is real. Ezekiel 37 is real. The Dead Sea Scrolls are real. Fire is real, guys. How do you start one? Almost like something out of nothing, right? Wrong. It takes a match or something to ignite it. Sound familiar? Was God once a man? Did he just become? Well, no. Quit listening to your pastor or your teacher or mentor, because they are the same people that told you dinosaurs were real and that we landed on the moon. The earth is stationary. It's flat. Your senses know when something is moving. Your equilibrium always tells you the truth. NASA is all stage and shows you the puffery make-believe on CGI screens. They are not very good at this either. They are getting really, really sloppy. No Apollo mission is real. You do realize that the original 3 all quit NASA shortly after their mission. Well, check that out for yourself. We know a meteor is nothing more than a shooting star, and that there are no aliens and no UFOs. Those are military planes and drones, and Area 51 is a military base with crazy aircraft coming to scare you, soon called Operation Blue Beam. There's no ISS, International Space Station. They do use holograms using the dome, and it's easily debunked in a minute with the right proof. The Kármán line is fake. We don't suddenly begin to float at some point in space. We would see numerous experiments and experimental devices actually sitting on the Kármán line if this was real, and brainwashing is very real. MK Ultra is very real. The state lotteries that we have are all fake and staged. They just use actors and sometimes tell you an anonymous person won and didn't want to share their name depending where they are. There is God the Father and his Son Jesus Christ. Satan is real. He was either Lucifer or still goes by the name today, but is still known as the son of the morning. What you can measure is typically the truth. If you stick with the advance, you will begin to learn to open your ears and eyes for the very first time. Christ never abandoned us. He would never do that. His real priesthood is on the earth right now with the people who actually hold that sacred authority. HIV is a hoax. Every death has ever been from street drugs, AZT, and chemotherapy. AIDS is real, but certainly not sexually transmitted. The one verse says it all to why most people actually get duped daily. And it's John 14:30, KJV. Hereafter I will not talk much with you, for the prince of this world cometh, and hath nothing in me. Never apologize for truth, no matter what form it comes in. The next time you actually want to debunk an atheist, then ask them what actual year it is, and then ask them why. They will have no answer and actually what, because they will get caught that they will tell you that Christ was made up, that people were before him, and then again ask them what year it is. You don't need to be a holy roller or freak about it. Just be diligent and seek out whatever you want to believe in. And bear in mind, guys, through countless experiments from the Michelson-Morley, Sagnac-Airy, parallax, they're all proof, countless proofs. The Earth is stationary. It is a plane, and we're either enclosed, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about that. Certainly no exploration of a vast abyss of space will ever fill that void of why are we here? What are we here for? I mean, guys, let's think about a scientific point called the absolute threshold. Have you ever heard of the absolute threshold? I mean, this is key to debunking the size and the distance from the moon as well as the sun to the earth. So considering the absolute threshold, the brightness of a candle flame, and the way a glowing object dims according to the square of the distance away from it, vision scientists conclude that one could make out the faint glimmer of a candle flame up to 3 miles away with the naked eye. So the absolute threshold is that at 3.1 miles away with the naked eye is as far as you can truly make something out during the day. Nighttime is a candle 30 miles away, which is utter bullcrap from NASA. Go and see for yourself, guys, if you can actually see a candle burning from 30 miles away at night with the naked eye. Okay? So regardless of the size, how come at 6 a.m. in Southern California, you cannot see the sun, yet 3 hours ahead of time in the Savannah, Georgia, or on the Georgia coast, the same parallel as the Southern Cal, you cannot see the sun at 6 a.m. Pacific time, even at 35,000 feet. The sun is supposed to be 93 million miles away, guys, in the sky. 1.3 million times bigger than the Earth and weighs 333,000 times more than the Earth. I mean, how the hell do they know how much the Earth weighs? We've never drilled past 8.5 miles, and that was, I think, ExxonMobil, yeah. Not can they weigh the Earth. But the sun is 93 million miles away in the sky, 1.3 million times bigger than the Earth, yet you cannot see it 3 hours in flight time away or 2,500 miles from the Savannah East coastline to Southern California, proving that the sun really might not be even 3,000 miles from the Earth. We should all be able to see the sun at 9 o'clock hour in the sky from anywhere on Earth. That this proves the distance and size. Once again, the sun cannot be 1.3 million times bigger than the Earth. Absolute threshold proves this without a telescope or astronomy binoculars, how far the sun is away and how big it really is. Remember, the sun is always moving from east to west, traveling at least 1,000 miles an hour at any parallel, and this is the truth on how 24 hours actually exist. It also proves that at 3,000 miles, you cannot see the east coast sun at 9 a.m. from the west coast of the United States because it is not 1.3 million times the size, which is about the distance from the sun to the Earth, like we said, 93. What a coincidence. No such thing. Go and look up law of cause and effect. You know, it's how angular diameter, 1 arc a minute is 1 nautical mile, meaning the sun is proven with angular diameter and absolute threshold. It's 32 miles in diameter, maybe 32 nautical miles, 36.8 miles. Military radar we use confirms that the sun is moving at least 1,000 miles an hour. The sun, not the Earth. That's why we have 24 hours for a full rotation around the plane. Very simple, very straightforward, guys. Thank you for watching this upload, guys. As always, tap the subscribe if you're new to the channel. I really want to say to you on the other side of the screen, for all the globalists that still cling on to a belief and science fiction, that we only accept the reality of the world on which we are presented. And it is simple as that. So if we can present you with unlimited access to proofs and experiments and tests that have been done over hundreds and thousands of years that prove once and for all the Earth does not move. It is a plate that doesn't spin. Let's come to the acceptance, the realization. Sky's the limit. You have a great day. I wish you all the luck in the world. Maybe one day. We can never open everybody's eyes. It's not our job. It's not my job to prove to you the Earth is flat. It's your job to find out whether we're telling the truth or not. But once you go down that rabbit hole of proving that it's a ball, you will come out flattened. And I would like to be the one to shake your hand and welcome you to the club. I'm Nee B. Thanks for watching this upload. I'll speak to you on the next one.